All right, good morning, everybody. It's Kevin Popovich, the Idea Guy, and as we're trying to adapt to new times, thought that we would try and reach out through YouTube Live and help some of the business people that are following um, these different trends that are related to the new way that we do business, right? Business is not as usual. And I think it's very important for businesses to make sure that they are prepared for success in such challenging times. So, in today's version of What's Your Problem, we thought we would talk about what's your problem with branding, right? So, a lot of businesses already have a brand, right? They've got a name, they've got a logo, they got a tagline, they got a look and feel, and it's applied in a certain way in order for them to differentiate themselves in a marketplace, right? And I wonder if you have problems with your branding, if it impacts your business. Now, we all know this to be a yes, right? Now, I'm wondering now, is your brand really prepared for this new economy, right? This new way that we're doing business, albeit perhaps in a short time frame. There's still 30, 60, 90, 120 days. How long is it going to be like this? And what is the name of your business? Now, it would be difficult at such a time for you to change your name today in order to respond. And unless you just have some horrendous business name that, like if your business name has coronavirus in it, like Corona Cake Company, or coronavirus happy time events, or like just something that is just, you're pushing a rock uphill, then maybe take a look at changing that business name. But for the most part, I think I would not change business name, right? You already have some sort of awareness in a marketplace. You perhaps have a customer base, people, your friends, family, colleagues know you around this business. So I probably would not change my business name. Now, I would take a look at my tagline, because I find that businesses are looking at purchases and investments, and just as consumers are, taking a look at the difference between a need to have and a nice to have. And you really need to take a look at yourself with a real objective lens, right? Am I a nice to have or a need to have, right? Now, myself being in the problem business, I'm thinking, man, it's a great time to be in the problem business. Everybody's got problems that they need help in solving. But I have received a couple of emails from some prospects saying, hey, when we get all these problems figured out, then we can talk to you about engaging, right? And I'm thinking, I'm kind of in the problem business. Isn't this the time that you would want to engage me? But nonetheless, that's my lens, right? That's not the lens of my marketplace, and it's not the messages that I'm hearing from some prospects. And so adding a clarifier, a tagline, something that helps people understand that you are a critical resource for today, may differentiate you to work with this person, as opposed to, yeah, it'd be nice to when it all settles down. And so take a look at the tagline, right? And I think a tagline is easy to change. Very much different than a business name. You can always do a DBA as a quick and dirty for changing your business name, or create a new service. DBA as new service name, still part of company name, right? And I think you can file that simply with the county. Probably today you can do it online. And with a little bit of advertising, you could be that business, right? If you got a great idea for a product or service that may be apropos for our current challenging times. But the tagline can kind of come and go, and that would be different than a campaign. Right now, you run an ad campaign, maybe like a targeted Google AdWords campaign to different people for different products and services that you offer. But in your brand, in your logos, right, a tagline, adding a clarifier or some sort of a little bit of information that helps. Again, I'd probably keep that stuff the same if you already have it. If you do not have, quote unquote, a logo, an icon art element, something like that, perhaps the addition of one would add some clarity into your branding and how your marketplace perceives you. Some of the other things that you're going to have is what that gets applied to. Does your business provide a product or service that people know and love and need that is unbranded, right? That by adding some branding to it, people would say, oh, that's from that business. I need to keep them around. Or, oh, I get that product from that place. I need to keep them around. Again, staying on the top of the list, relevance. Right? So I wanted to get business leaders thinking about the implications of branding in these challenging times, as everybody will be fighting for brand awareness, brand loyalty, and I think to some degree on the hook for fulfilling the brand promise that you told people that you were going to make to them, right? If you are a customer, then we will do this and we stand for this. So things like mission statements and tenets and corporate objectives, those things all tie back into the perception of your company and ultimately the reaction or the engagement that you get with your customer base and anybody else that's in your sales funnel. Because remember, there's, not all customers are created equal, and not everybody's a customer, right? You have suspects, right? Where you suspect everybody wants to buy your products and services, and then you qualify them to see, do they have the need? Do they have the ability to buy? Do they have the ability to make a purchase decision? And then they move down the sales funnel as a prospect, right? Now they are a prospective customer. Then when you engage in a transaction, then they become a customer or a client. And then when they become a referral, then they become an advocate, right? You want to try and move people through that. Well, your brand is a big component of that, right? Why do I purchase? Why do I stay purchasing? Why do I tell my friends and my colleagues to use your service as well, right? So these are the types of things that I'm thinking about your brand and things that I think that you should be thinking. Feel free to reach out to me, Kevin Popovich, the Idea Guy. I am here to help, and that's important to my brand. Right? It's important for me to be accessible. It's important for me to be comprehensible, and for me to be able to demonstrate the applicability of what I do as a creative problem solver to your business, right, or to the businesses of those organizations that I help. So feel free to reach out. I'm here to help. I do wish you the best during these challenging times. And when you need me, I'll be here, the Idea Guy. Have a great day.